Hi there, it's Adam here from the Daily ESOL and ESOL Online. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to learn English fast. Many of my students say to me, Adam, is there a secret formula? Is there a way that I can speed up my English? It seems so slow. And often it is slow. Often it doesn't feel like you're making much progress. Is there a secret formula? No, there is no secret formula. However, there are many rules that you can apply that will help to make your English learning go a lot quicker. And I created Fast Track English. So this was all about getting people to study English quickly and effectively. And I am going to share with you today my 8 golden rules how to learn English fast. Rule number 1, time is precious. Don't waste a second. Well, this is true in life, of course, so it's also true in study. You don't want to waste your own time. Your time is precious. So you need to structure and organize your time very effectively. But you also need to get on with it. So don't put things off. Don't think you can just delay and put it off until tomorrow. You should be starting immediately. Don't waste your time. It's precious. Study and start as soon as you can. That's the first rule. Be true to yourself and admit your weaknesses. Anything that we do, we want to enjoy it. Of course we do. It's human nature. And you usually enjoy the things that you are good at. It's harder to do the things you're not good at, but you will waste time if you don't identify your weaknesses in English study and study those the most. If you enjoy listening, if you enjoy watching English, you're going to do a lot of it. You might think, oh, I'm doing a lot of English study this week. But really, it's passive learning. What you really need to be doing is active learning, engaging, doing things that are challenging and difficult. If you find grammar difficult, which many students do, that should be what you focus the majority of your time on. Finding a good tutor who will push you and encourage you, who you will enjoy studying with, but who will identify your weaknesses and focus on those. That is a good way forward. Be true to yourself, admit your weaknesses. Break down the barriers. This is also very important. It's tied in with what I said about don't waste time, get started straight away. It might be that you've already registered on a course. It might be that you're waiting to start a course. That is a barrier to your study. There's waiting lists, there's delays, there's term times. The best thing to do is to be brutal and direct, to say, okay, maybe I don't just focus on a course, maybe I also use my own time. I break down the barriers, get yourself online and study something directly. If you're online, it's going to be something you can't avoid because it's always going to be something you can click on and study. So break down the barriers by looking at the different ways in which you can study. Regular students of mine hear me say this a lot. Structure is everything. Always can. You need to know why you're studying. There needs to be a reason. There needs to be a purpose. When I created the Fast Track English courses for ESOL, the first thing I did was to create a structure. I put it into 10 units, which are the 10 most essential things people need to live and work in the UK. Each unit has 4 lessons. Each lesson has got its own internal structure involving reading, writing, speaking, listening, grammar, vocabulary. That is the structure of the lessons and of the course, and you need to do the same. Of course, it's difficult if you're a student and you don't have, for example, teaching experience. So you might think to yourself, how can I create a structure? This is why you probably need to find a good course that you can stay committed to or a good teacher. They will give you the structure, and that is the quickest way that you're going to study. 90% of online study is a waste of time. And I'm saying that as somebody who is delivering online study. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? But unfortunately, this is the case, I think, because a lot of people are creating content which is for entertainment value. And it might even be advertised as English lessons, English courses, etc. But the most popular ones, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the most popular videos are not necessarily the best ones. They might be the most entertaining. They might be nicely lit and presented by somebody who is very interesting and fun. They might be doing quirky, interesting things in life. But is it really helping you to learn English as quickly and directly as you can? Maybe not. Be very careful about how, if you spend your time sitting and watching videos one after another, you're not selecting the content, the other person is. You need to be the one who is focusing your time and your energy in your study. You don't want to waste it by just sitting there. Entertaining though it is, don't waste your time by looking at random content. Which ties in with number 6, which is the importance of why. Every time that you study, I would recommend that you ask yourself that question: why am I studying today? And when I say why exactly, I mean you should have a very clear sense of what each lesson is focused on. If you spend 10 minutes or 15 minutes just clicking online, make sure that you think, before you do that, you decide what it is that you want to study. You select that particular thing and then you watch it. So every single time you do study, you need to know why. It shouldn't just be a general, oh, I'm going to do some English today. I'll just click on my phone, I'll find something, I'll watch anything. I'll see what the latest video is that X or Y person has put up. You need to do it the other way around. You need to decide before you start, what is it exactly that I want to study? Why am I studying this? Invest wisely in yourself. The most valuable thing you have is yourself. You are unique. You are special. You need to back and support and invest in yourself. And when I say invest, I don't just mean financially, although that may well be part of it. How you invest your time and your effort and your energy is also important. There's only so many hours in a day. Prioritize the things that matter the most. And if your progress in life is in any way being held back by your lack of English, you need to invest in that thing. And learning and studying fast is a good way for you to invest. I've already mentioned that I've got the fast track English courses that you can find on ESOL online. You can also do one-to-one tutoring. All of these things are good things to invest in as a way of investing in yourself, improving yourself, moving forward with your English. English is not the problem, you are. Wow. I nearly made this the title of the video. Can you imagine? Nobody would have watched it. The point is, you are the problem, but you're also the solution. You're the problem if you let English get in the way, if you think of it as something that is not an easy thing that you can conquer. It's all a mindset, in other words. English is not easy. We know that. I'm pleased that it's not. It gives me a job. But it does mean that if you have the right mindset, the right attitude, all the things that we've already talked about today, then you can be the solution also. Don't let English get in the way of your progress. Remove the barriers. You are the solution. And those are my 8 golden rules for learning English fast. I hope that this has been useful for you. I hope it made some kind of sense. And if you want to see more of my videos, please go ahead and subscribe to Daily ESOL. If you're already ready to invest in yourself and you would like to get your English moving quickly, Fast Track English. That's the possible solution for you. Have a look on esolonline.com. It's in the bottom of the screen down there. You can go on there and have a look. You can select units or you can do the whole course, whichever is going to be best for you. But don't put it off. Don't waste time. Time is valuable. Get on with it. Enjoy your study. I hope it's helpful and useful what I've said today. And I will hopefully see you on another video. Bye for now.